Great question. The question was, what kind of additives are in all engine oils? Some people have the idea that, an engine oil kind of comes out of the ground like it is, right? That nothing has to be done to it. That's not exactly right. Engine oil starts out with a base oil. It's either a mineral base oil, more simply, it's either mineral base oil or a synthetic. There are actually 5 groups of oil, group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Group 1 is your basic mineral oil, mineral-based oil that's the least expensive, that's been used, and still is used a lot. Group 2 and 3 are synthetics. Group 3 and 4 are the higher quality synthetics that can withstand higher heat. They have a little better lubricity and stability because they are, man-made, right? So you have a base oil that has a certain cost to it, and then you have all the additives that go into it. So basically, the price of any engine oil on the shelf or online is based upon the ingredients that go into it, right? It's kind of like baking a cake. You can have cheap, poor tasting cakes, or you can have more expensive, great tasting chocolate cakes. In my case, is what I love, right? So it's all based on kind of the recipe that the manufacturer wants to use and the kind of profit margins they want to make. So an inexpensive oil, to keep it simple, the lower cost engine oils will have a lower quality base oil and fewer and perhaps lower quality additives that go into it. So the additives include antioxidants that prevent the additives themselves from oxidizing and losing their effectiveness, right? And then you have rust and corrosion inhibitors, viscosity improvers, extreme pressure additives, similar to what we have in our product at BestLineRacing, right? Our engine treatments. Then there's detergents and dispersants that get rid of the water and moisture that's in the oil, and also anti-foaming agents and things like that. So a manufacturer can use some or all of those things to different degrees based on what they are trying to accomplish. Bottom line is, BestLineRacing product, right, my product, has been formulated to work with any engine oil, and it enhances the additives that are already in it. So regardless of the engine oil type, our product will add to the value of your engine oil. So it's going to increase the lubricity, it's going to decrease the wear and tear on the motor by at least 60%. It's also going to reduce the heat that's developed because we are an anti-friction product, right? It reduces friction, which creates heat. And it's also going to reduce the amount of wear, which overall is going to give you more horsepower, better mileage, and a longer lasting motor. So overall, it's going to save you money. It's going to cost you a little bit more for each oil change. However, you can also extend the oil change because we have more antioxidants in the product also that help to increase the life of the engine oil. And how do I know that? Our truckers and trucking companies that buy our product in the 55-gallon drum often do engine oil analysis. The engine oil analysis will give you a full array of information, including the kinds of metals that are in the oil, but not just that. It'll also tell you the total base number, the TBN, which is how acidic the oil is becoming. All engine oil goes acidic over time, and the more acidic it becomes, the more it reduces the effectiveness of all of the additives that are in the oil. So that's why the TBN numbers will tell them when to change the oil. When the oil goes acidic enough, it's time to change it. And that's why you have a recommended change intervals of 5,000 or 10,000 miles, because the additive packages that are in the oil might be fine, but the additives themselves will start to oxidize and wear out. So that's why you need to change the oil fairly regularly. Again, with our product, the BestLineRacing, our formula increases the life of the oil, increases the life of the motor, increases your mileage, and increases horsepower, reduces friction, reduces the vibration in the motors, and that just basically saves you a lot more money than the few pennies that we're going to charge you for, on each oil change. So anyway, great question. What additives are in motor oil? Let's talk more about that. Reach out to us anytime. I'm happy to answer the questions. Thank you.